sonic screwdriver and some of the tech I managed to salvage from your shipwreck. All I keep getting from everything, though, is this flashing red light with the screen saying Dimension Zero, file permitted.
But why keep sending all these mics if they're just going to get killed?
You know, I don't know. I mean, even with a gun, I shouldn't be able to take out this many, and only one or two of them come even armed. It's almost like whoever's sending them wants me to take them out. Hey man, I don't know if you— Who are you? How did you find me? Whoa man, whoa. I was just sent to give you this. Whoa. Nice and easy. My good friend, I'm writing to thank you for all of your help in eradicating your own pathetic existence. Rest assured that my plans could not have come to fruition without all of your aid. I can only hope your death will be swift. What the hell is this? I don't know. Dark Knight just said to bring it. You mean there's some kind of evil version of me that's been sending all of these? Yeah, I guess. How? How did he find me? I've been trying to lay low since my last review. What does this mean? How have I helped him? Oh, right. He said that every time a Mike dies in his universe, he gets their power. But how does that— I've been sending half-dead Mikes back to him this whole time. Of course, that's why they don't come armed. He wants me to mortally wound them, so they go back to his dimension, and they're easy kills. Then he takes their power. Dude, you are totally blowing my mind right now. I've been making him stronger. All these versions of me that I've sent back half-dead, they're making him stronger. But why? Why is he doing this? Why does he want me dead? Man, I've got no idea.
It's because he's trapped in Dimension Zero.
Right, this Dimension Zero, what is that?
As I have been trying to tell you...
Not now, Koopa, I'm right in the middle of— Ow! Did you just make me telepathically punch myself?
Listen to me, you idiot. Dimension Zero is all the things from all the universes that are not and should not be. Dimension Zero, Mike, is your total opposite. Every characteristic that you don't have, and that none of your alternate selves have, are in him.
Oh, well, why didn't you say something but— Ow! I'm hearing voices in my head, man. Alright, but why me specifically? Why not some other Mike?
Because this is the heart of the multiverse. You are Mike Prime.
Okay, that sounds cool and all, but why is that actually significant?
Because whatever a Prime does resonates throughout the entire multiverse. Every Mike in every dimension is affected by the choices you make. Their thoughts, their personalities are all based on you, even if some things are different.
So this dark me goes from practical non-existence
to killing you and spreading his influence over all of the universes, yes.
Why now? What? Why now? Why tell me now? I get that you're expendable. It doesn't matter what universe you die in. Harsh. But why tell me now? Unless he's playing to end it. Unless he's not playing to let me win anymore, he's going to come to kill me now.
So what do you propose we do?
Yeah, man. What do we do? It wants to be a problem, and we deal with it. Self. Yes. Maintain a perimeter around the area. Koopa, I need you monitoring for any life forms around here.
And what are you going to do?
Me? I'm gonna do a review. Hello everybody, Geekosaurus Mike here. Well, it's been a while and I've been trying to lie low, but, well, that hasn't exactly worked out. So, while we're waiting for whatever's coming to destroy me today, let's take a look at another free comic book day edition. Now, the 3 or 4 of you who watch this show regularly will remember that in my Super Dinosaur review, I defend judging a free comic book on the grounds that it's supposed to be a hook for the reader, and if it fails, so does the series. Now, I usually don't grab all the free comic books in a store that day because they're really there for the kids, but I did pick up one comic specifically because it looked interesting to review. Today's comic? The Hypernaturals by Boom Studios. First, let's look at the cover. This is very well done and kind of reminds me of an Alex Ross piece. I don't know who any of these people are, but I like the pose and expression on them. They do a good job of giving us kind of an idea of who these characters are before we start the comic book. Before I get too far ahead though, let's talk about the plot. The story begins on Earth in the year 100 AQ! Well, you know, right after the Xanathurian uprising of the year 98 AQ, which happened just after the next Cubs World Series win. I do so love it when fiction just makes up a new calendar and expects it to mean something to the reader. Anyway, the plot jumps back and forth from the present hour to flashbacks of things in the past. It's actually done reasonably well, and I was never all that confused by it. What I was confused about is exactly how this woman is supposed to be standing. I mean, how is her torso twisted like that? I guess the collar and buttons are slanted, but why? And if that's the case, it's not made clear enough to not just be really jarring. Anyway, the woman is in some kind of press conference answering questions as to the disappearance of the Hypernaturals. Apparently this future Justice League has vanished and no one has any idea why. The comic follows the team up until their disappearance in the flashbacks, cutting to the present where Twisty Lady and a bug-eyed Vulcan are trying to piece together what happened. So like I said, the whole time shift thing is actually done pretty well, and it's a decent story to start off a series. But let's take a look at the actual characters. Who are the Hypernaturals? I don't know. No, seriously, I have almost no idea who these people are. Well, let's just go through them one at a time. First there's Magnetar, who I guess is the leader. What kind of powers does he have? Well, he shoots some kind of hand beams, which I guess could be magnetic. Honestly, I haven't got a clue. There is a pretty interesting page on the back that's written to be like a magazine interview with this character that kind of fleshes out some of the members, or at least gives us something. As for Magnetar himself, he's just kind of the bland leader archetype? I don't know. The big thing with the brain in the jar are called Ego and Id, and according to his bio, Ego's rep, unwarranted. I've never found him to be anything less than friendly. Okay, that would mean something if we'd seen any examples of him being unfriendly, but we don't, so I've got nothing. There's Musclewire, who is strong, I guess. Again, we're never actually told. That polyalloy gift, sheer class. There's not a single word of that sentence that I have any comprehension of. There's Clone 46, who presumably had 45 predecessors, but again, we're given no insight into his character, so let's move on. Cobalt Blue is apparently an older member of the team than Magnetar, leading me to wonder why he isn't team leader, what with having more experience, but at least we're told his power, which is energy manipulation. Then there's Half Shell. More like 1/8 shell if you asked me. Yeah, I thought that was just ultra thin armor on her body and legs at first too. Nope, That's all out in the open. I mean, I know the comic demographic and the long history of misogyny in female uniforms and superheroines, but what on earth was the design process in this? Anyway, her main power is enhanced strength due to her armor. Even though again, I'd say that armor being unsupported on her shoulders would cripple her before anything else. Again though, we're never given any personality. And finally there's Astromancer who...
Oh my god, it's like Hey Arnold and the Great Pumpkin and a satanic love child. That is the face I will see before I die.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stay tuned.
Are we all clear? Okay, we're all clear. Great. All right, hit the red button. No, not that button!
I'm sorry. It just... that was horrifying. Anyway, it may seem like I'm harping on the no personality thing, but when your story hinges on the fact that we're supposed to care that these people are gone, you need more developed characters. And I know that there's only a limited amount of time that we can give them being a free comic and all, but I just feel like a better job could have been done. I had the same complaint with Super Dinosaur, but at least that didn't depend on us caring about the characters. You just had to care about the awesome factor. Here, it's a lot more serious of a blow. Going back to the people on the cover, the guy on the left is Clone 45, the current team member's predecessor. Each member of the Hypernaturals has limited terms on the team, and his being up, he has essentially been honorably discharged. We see him at a bar lamenting the passing of his glory days. The middle man is Thinkwell, another previous member of the team who's just very smart, I guess. To the comics' credit, they do go a long way in establishing his intelligence. Finally, the woman on the left is named Krina, and she's the team's media relations person. She's also apparently sleeping with Magnetar. So, to recap, our lead female characters are a female hooker version of Iron Man, a media relations person having relations with her charge, and I'm not looking. Ugh. But anyway, the story isn't bad. It sets up the rest of the series pretty well, and it actually managed to do a shifting time stream without losing the reader, which is a feat. However, the issue here is that the characters are just flat and not fleshed out at all, which, when your story depends on us having an emotional investment in them, is a really big blow. So, all in all, what would I rate the Hypernaturals? Well, I'm sorry. We're not doing cameos today. Oh yeah, Dark Mike said he found a bulletproof me. Uh-oh. Oh! Shoot! Koopa, any ideas?
He is resistant to telepathic attacks.
Of course he is. Do you have anything that could help us out right now? Whoa. Why do I even bother? I really didn't want to have to use this yet, but a whole lot of choice. I am bulletproof. Yeah, so I've heard. Going to sing me a song, little man? No, 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 no. No, don't force. Oh, what was that? Yeah, I'm the Dragonborn, but more importantly, I'm an idiot. What do you mean, man? Dark Mike didn't want me dead. He wanted the same thing he's always wanted. For me to wound the Mike he does want dead. So now...
He'll kill this Mike and become bulletproof himself.
Yeah, he is. Whoa.
So, how are you going to fight him now?
I don't even know why he thinks he needs this much power to kill me. It's kind of
He
overkill.
thinks you got the Eternity Sword.
What? Comic? The Hypernaturals by Boom Studios. I am sweating so bad right now. It is actually quite disgusting.